Jussi, thank you. You think you were nervous? Now I have to speak after you. I always say it's okay to be a little bit nervous because it means you try hard, and that's what you all did. Mother of Jussi, I know you're out there. We haven't met, but to us and all of us here, you will always be this remarkable mother who raised an incredible son. Congratulations. Salam alaikum, good afternoon. Your Highnesses, Your Excellencies, President Hamilton, distinguished guests, families, teachers and friends of our seniors, everyone watching our live stream from around the world, and of course, beloved class of 2022. Marhaba. Marhaba. Welcome to our 9th commencement. We are here live and in person. Yes. And we are also connected to more than 100 countries or so online. Our ceremony has some virtual elements, as you've already seen, and as we've learned to do only too well during the pandemic. But how sweet it is to be together here. We will keep on saying that, won't we? In this period of mourning for His Highness Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan, we are, of course, filled with gratitude for his wise leadership. The late Sheikh Khalifa often spoke about education, and I love what he said about the radiance of universities. Sheikh Khalifa put it this way: a university is not just a field of specialized academic study, rather, it is a center of glorious intellectual, civilizational, and cultural enlightenment. Enlightenment. Your journey, class of 2022, has been enlightening in so many ways to you and to me and to all of us who have come along with you. Your hard work, your creativity, and your persistence led us to this moment of your graduation, with all of us here to cheer your accomplishments. You, the class of 2022, are the ones who really made this day possible. Congratulations to all. And congratulations to all your loved ones who are here with you or around the world. Because class of 2022, as Yusril reminded you, you had plenty of help from loved ones along the way. May I ask all of you then to take this moment to thank all of your families and friends, teachers and mentors for their enduring support and love for you. Thank you. Thank you all. Now, when I first met you in August 2019, you were sophomores, and I was a first year. And so you will always be my upper class mentors, just as much as you are my students. And so my first in-person commencement as Vice-Chancellor will be etched forever in my heart. I remember many moments of our protracted return to campus. It kept on going, didn't it? But I remember none better than the day that we resumed our morning walks together. Last December it was, at least for those of you who were willing to meet me at 7 o'clock in the morning. But whether you were there on those walks with me or not, thanks to your unending appetite for Zoom, we got to know you and we got to see what you were made of and what you are made of. And that goes for all of you. All of you, 364 undergraduates here, 16 visiting undergraduates, and 25 graduate students. All of you have been drivers of NYU Abu Dhabi's remarkable resilience these past years. So I thank you on behalf of the institution for all of that. So for your persistence alone, of course, we celebrate and salute you. But remember NYU's motto for a moment. NYU's motto joins perstare, to persist, with praestare, to achieve, to perform, to accomplish things. And indeed, there is so much more to your achievement that we celebrate today than overcoming a devastating pandemic, as hard as that was. And your speakers today have already begun to single them out and will do some more. In an hour or so, you will be joining our 1,720 alumni. And these alumni, they are doing well, and they're doing a whole lot of good too, in the UAE and around the world. In just a dozen years, NYUAD has become recognized universally, you will see this as you go out into the world, for its distinctive liberal arts education and for its amazing research and creative productions. And of course also for its unparalleled preparation of students like you for lives of fulfillment and lives of leadership, whatever you do. I think that the perspectives that you will bring into your endeavors are both global and shaped by our grounding here in Abu Dhabi, this incredibly dynamic crossroads of the world. So your education will set you apart wherever you go and no matter what path you take. And wherever that path does take you, you will find fellow alumni of this enormous global university called NYU to welcome you, as Chairman Bill Berkeley so kindly just reminded you all. Be in touch. Now, back to Sheikh Khalifa's statement. What does it mean for a university to be a center of glorious enlightenment, as he put it? Now, many of you who took my classes know that I like to dissect the meaning of words, and I put you through that in class. So I hope you'll indulge me one more time as we think for a moment about what enlightenment really means. Traditionally, European and American universities thought of enlightenment as a sort of top-down system of dissemination of knowledge. Knowledge that enlivens minds so that the world can be fully known in its beauty and complexity. You have certainly met this particular standard of the Enlightenment as truth-seeking. You've done it as you have completed our demanding and varied and challenging curriculum. But you didn't just receive a great big box of knowledge from us. That wasn't all. It wouldn't be nothing, but you did much more than that. You participated in the creation of the knowledge that you acquired, no matter what your major was. It's a special aspect of an NYU Abu Dhabi education. And enlightenment, in that creative sense of the word, means using your curiosity to figure out how to shine a clear light on what is amazing and inspiring in the world. And it also means shining that light on the people and the things that make us see these qualities in the world and understand them better. And many of your capstones, I know they were hard, they were challenging, but many of your capstones did just that. Your inventions and your equations, your poems and your plays, they radiate with that beauty and that innovation and hope of knowledge. You also, in doing all that, enlightened others through your work, not just in the classroom, but in student governance, in student interest groups, in innumerable volunteer activities and community engagement. You created entirely new platforms for us, for exchange on special opportunities and challenges of our age, from the Gulf China Forum that you thought up, to the first ever UAE climate dialogues in higher education. You were the beating heart of an extremely exciting event this spring, the region's first quantum hackathon for social good. And you spread your light wherever you went. You spread your light to Expo 2020, where you prove the truth of that tagline we kept on hearing, and that you hear over the airwaves all the time, impossible is nothing. You've shown that impossible is nothing. That's a way of enlightening the world, I think. But I think you also know that there is a tougher part to enlightenment. As a historian of art, I study painting and great painters, and I especially study a man named Rembrandt. Not the guy of the toothpaste, even though it's the same word. Rembrandt was a great painter. And he really was one of the most innovative painters of his age. And you can go to the Louvre Abu Dhabi, right down the street, and see his work. And if you do that and go see his painting, you will notice that his great achievement was the painting of light. Not an easy thing, it turns out. You will see, if you look at his paintings, that Rembrandt knew that you cannot make light visible. You cannot show it if you do not know the shadows. And enlightenment also means that. It means bringing to light what lives in the shadows. Making visible those who face discrimination just for who they are. Spotlighting unfair conditions and existential threats that we can confront and address them only if we see them. You never lost sight of the marginalized in society or the causes of inequality or climate change. You called on us, your elders. You called on us, your elders, to help you face these challenges of our time. You never blinked in the harsh light that those conditions bring about. You also learned all along, as we worked on these matters, as we always did, that good change does not come easy. But you kept us focused, all of us focused, on the enduring promise of NYU Abu Dhabi, which is also the promise of this country, the UAE. And that is that it is possible to make common cause across differences for a better world. You showed us that. So now, with your potential unleashed and your amazing skill sets available to you and your beautiful dispositions, nothing indeed is impossible to you. Our future is brighter with you at its leading edge. So NYU Abu Dhabi graduates, you are now prepared for lives of purpose and care for others and for our shared planet. It is so needed. Please keep shining your beautiful, beautiful light. Mabruk.